So as I'm sure you guys are aware, I'm a big fan of the Nintendo Switch. If it wasn't evident by Wavy's video when he spliced in that when I picked my Switch up, I was super excited about it back then. Of course, I've upgraded my Switch to the OLED model, but anyway, I'm a big fan of the Switch, and I'm looking forward to a couple games coming out for the Switch in the next week and month and beyond. But I'm going to talk about some highlights that I'm looking forward to within the next couple of weeks. So if you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload more content like this and other stuff as well. But let's get into the video here, and then let's just talk about what games I'm looking forward to. The first game I want to talk about is Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, and that comes out next week, and or I should say this week because it's Monday morning as I'm recording this. So this week, excuse me, on Friday, and it's a two-player co-op game, which is really cool for a Kirby game. And this game is a lot better than Star Allies in my opinion. Star Allies didn't really grab me, but Kirby and the Forgotten Lands really did when I played the demo. Because I played if you guys don't know, there's a demo up of this game right now. So if you want to try the demo out and you like Kirby a lot, feel free to try that demo out. Sorry, I was scratching my arm. But the demo, if you play through the demo, you get a secret code. If you play through the complete demo, it gives you a code. You can punch it in when you get the full game, and you get some like bonuses at like Waddle Dee Town or whatever at the Smith shop, I think it is, or something. But the game's really good. It reminds me a lot of. I don't want to say everybody compares it to Mario Odyssey, but that's not a really apt comparison to it because it's not like open world. It's kind of sandboxy a little bit. You can walk around stages and do things, but it's not that like these big open worlds. It's like a Kirby game, but it's more open. You can move Kirby in 3 dimensions, like every which way, which is really neat because I think this is the first like true 3D Kirby game. I think that I can remember. I don't know if any of the GameCube ones were ever like 3D, but I'm pretty sure that this is like the first 3D Kirby game. So it's really cool, and it looks amazing. Like graphically, it looks phenomenal. Like it doesn't even look like a Switch game to be honest. But I'm looking so forward to this game. It's gonna be really cool to stream it. So if you guys want to see me stream it, be sure to click the notification bell so you know when I go live on this channel when I decide to stream stuff. And follow me on Twitch because I might move my streaming over to Twitch if I get more followers over there as well. But that's that's the first game I'm looking forward to. The second game is a game I'm probably more excited about just because of what it is. But I do have some minor concerns with it, and that is the House of the Dead remake. And this game looks good, and I have some issues with it that only a few other YouTubers and content creators have brought up, but they didn't really like go in depth and talk about it like I want to talk about here because there's a lot to talk about with it. So it comes out April 7th, I believe. Yes, April 7th. I just did a check. And if you pre-order it, there's like a limit limited edition. That's hard to say because they're doing that dead pun thing. But it comes with like a lenticular cover, some like mini statues of the characters you play as. I'm not sure. That's not what I'm here to talk about. Whatever. That's like who cares really. But the main focus that I'm worried about here is how is a railgun shooter gonna play well on the Switch? because to my knowledge, there really isn't any competent rail shooters on the Switch. To my knowledge, there might be like one or two, but they're like indie games or something probably. But I know there's like one duck shooting game or like some bird shooting game like called something Blaster, and it comes with like this big rifle uh thing you snap your Joy-Con into, and you can use the gun as a gun, and it like reloads. I think there's like a reload, like little cock mechanism. You can like cock the gun to reload it or whatever. But for House of the Dead, that won't work because that's what people have been saying. Like you can just use that rifle accessory. No, because unless they change it to where you have to like physically reload, or there's a setting to like reload with like a second Joy-Con or something, or like shaking the Joy-Con or moving it somehow, then yeah, it could work. But I don't think they're gonna change it that much because originally in the original House of the Dead, like 1 and 2, you would shoot off screen to reload. In House of the Dead 3, you had in the original arcade you had these big shotguns, which I had trouble using those when I would play the arcade version. Yes I have played the arcade version, and I had trouble with it because my disability makes it hard for me to hold a big gun like that and be able to cock it. So I would have my dad cock the gun for me when I was out of bullets. And my younger brother would play it. He would obviously be able to reload the gun himself because he has use of both of his hands. So it was it was fun. It was kind of odd to have for me to have to do it that way. But when the Wii version came out, that's when I was fully be able to play because they just had you shoot off screen. They changed it, so that worked out good for me because I was actually able to play it with him correctly without having to worry about like cocking a gun. But I digress. But what I'm saying is, in the original House of the Dead, you didn't have to cock the gun; you just had to shoot off the screen. But if you do that with the Joy-Con, it's going to mess up the calibration because of how the Joy-Con calibrates itself with like pointer controls. Because if you guys don't know, there's IR sensors on the Joy-Cons, but I got a little secret for you. They're not that good. Like they're really bad. Um, and the only reason I know this is because when you play a game like Mario Galaxy on the Mario 3D All Stars collection, and I've only briefly played it, I haven't really sat down and played a lot of it yet. But you'll notice when you go to collect the star bits, the little cursor thing will get all like out of whack because you're if you're like waggling your arm around like this and doing this a bunch, it's gonna lose sync with what your IR sensor is like locked onto. So um I lost my train of thought. Um so you're not gonna be able to like properly reload your gun or even shoot your gun. That's what I was trying to think of. Because let's face it, if there's like four zombies on screen and like a zombie or a crow zombie that like flies around and you gotta aim up in the air and shoot up in the air, it's not gonna resync the pointer on screen correctly because your arms waving around shooting different directions trying to shoot the crow or bird, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure there's like birds in that game. I'm almost positive. I don't really remember. Um, I'm trying to remember. I think there is. I hope my analogy is right, but whatever. We'll just say I'm right for now. But it's gonna throw it all out of whack, and that really concerns me with this game. And it's gonna be sad if it doesn't work out because it looks really, really good. Like they're really taking time to like fully remake this game, and it looks really good compared to like the original 1996, or was it it was like 1996 or 7 or 8 or something like that. I don't remember when it came out. I know I was really young when it came out. I only played it once, the original one, and that was the PC port, which was really bad. But I'm still looking forward to it. I pre-ordered it, so if I enjoy it, I'm gonna probably I'll play it for like 10, 20 minutes. If I enjoy it, I'm probably gonna stream it. Hopefully hopefully it works out good because I really want to play this game and I really want to enjoy it. And who knows, I might be able to rope my wife into playing multiplayer with me because it's gonna have co-op. And like a shooter's always better with two players rather than one. So um, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Let me know if you guys think the control will be fine, and your thoughts on that. But because I'm curious about other people's thoughts, because I know I'm not the only one that's concerned about that. But the last game I want to talk about is a game that is really obscure, and I'm really surprised they're making a new version of this game because this game doesn't really get talked about that much. Its predecessor, or yeah, I guess predecessor would be the correct term. Its predecessor does because it's the game is very similar to it, but this game is more like a spiritual successor to it. But the version of the game I'm talking about is called Snow Brothers Special. And you guys probably thinking, what the hell is Snow Brothers? Well, Snow Brothers was a game released in the arcades and the NES and the Game Boy uh, back in the early 90s. I'm not sure exactly when it came out. By Toplin. Um, Toplin? I think it's like Toplin or Toplin Software or something. I know it's Toplin, but anyway, Toplin released it. It's basically Bubble Bobble, but you play as snowmen and you're shooting like little snowballs at these dragons, demons, whatever they are. I don't know what they are, to be honest. But it's a really fun game, and I really enjoyed it. The arcade version I played on MAME, of course. I don't think I've ever seen the original arcade cabinet myself. I've seen pictures of it, but I've never played the actual arcade machine. I don't think. No, I don't think I have. But I have played the NES, the Game Boy, and the little known version that was released on the Sega Genesis slash Japanese Genesis or the Mega Drive. Um, which is really disappointing because the Mega Drive version is probably the best version in my opinion because it's extended. It's kind of it's I don't want to call it a remake of the arcade version, but it kind of is. Okay, so while editing this, I realized in one of the pictures of Snow Bros special, it shows Nick or Tom, I can't remember which one the blue one is, but it shows him mentioning that it has the extended version of the game. I'm assuming that means the uh, Mega Drive version, but I'm not sure. I don't remember what his little speech bubble says, but you'll see it in the picture. I just put this in here so I don't look like a moron. So yeah, don't listen to what I'm saying coming up here. So ignore whatever I said about the Mega Drive version because it's probably in this version. Anyway, back to the video. I'm an idiot. I should have checked the pictures before I did the video, but I didn't. But in the Genesis version, once you free the princesses, you think that's it because it plays out the same way. But there's a twist. I during the scene where they're like jumping towards the Snow Bros radiant hugged and reunited, the Snow Brothers actually get captured, and then you have to play as the princesses and save the Snow Brothers. And when I played it, the Genesis version for the first time, I was like, wait, what? Because I believe I played the main version first. I'm pretty sure I did. If not, I was surprised by either version because um I was like, wait, that's only in that version? I was really surprised by that because I didn't know that it was gonna be like that. So that's really cool that they did that back then with the Genesis release. But the problem with the Genesis release is, well, one, it's Japanese only, and you need to be able to play Japanese games either via Game Genie or like a Mega SG or some other kind of third party console that can play Japanese Mega Drive games. But the other problem is, probably the biggest problem is with that, is the price that the game sits at. Because it's like $1,200 to $1,400. And no, I'm not joking. It is a very expensive game and it sucks because I want to buy it, but I'm not going to pay that much for that game. But the next best thing is to buy this game when it comes out on the 21st of April because my hope is it's going to be a full like remake of not only the arcade version but the Genesis version as well. Like they're going to just meld those versions together is my hope. I don't know because it hasn't been confirmed, but I would assume that they're going to do that because I I would assume it's since it's called Snow Bros Special, they're going to have like the most definitive version of the game. And there's other modes too, like Monster Attack and other modes too. They haven't released very much information about it. That's the problem. So I don't have much to like go off of other than like my speculations on what the game could be. I am going to be throwing up some screenshots that you guys will be seeing of the game. So that's all that's released. There's really no trailer on it yet. Probably soon though. I would imagine a trailer is going to be coming within the next couple of weeks for this game. I hope because I really want to see like actual gameplay to see what it looks like and plays like. So I'm really looking forward to that game. That's probably my my most looked forward to game next to Kirby because I love Snow Bros. And I know my wife wants it because she loves the game too. I showed it to her uh, probably back in high school, I think, when we were dating. I'm like, hey, you want to try to play a game with me? And she's like, I don't really play games that much. And then I showed it to her. She's like, oh my god, you're playing this cute little snowman. And then I drew her in, and of course she fell in love with it, and she was really excited when I told her about it. And she got really excited when she found out that there was a limited Japanese edition that came with keychain plushies and a bunch of other stuff. But sadly, the pre-orders are sold out. So, um, yeah, I might have to pay a little bit of a markup to get the limited edition because I that's the edition I really want because it comes with those plushies, an art book, a soundtrack, the sticker sheet. Um, there was one other thing. I can't remember. I'll throw a picture of it up. I don't remember exactly what all it comes with, but all the writing is in Japanese, so um, it's gonna be hard to tell unless you can read Japanese what everything is. But the cool thing about the soundtrack is it's in the shape of a snowman kind of head, so it's kind of like got a weird like snowball type shape to it. I don't know, it's really cool, kind of cutesy. So I enjoy stuff like that. But yeah, those are my games I'm looking forward to. Let me know if you guys are looking forward to those games as well, because I imagine most of you are looking forward to Kirby and House of the Dead. And if you didn't know about Snow Brothers, let me know if you're interested in picking that up to try it out. Because if you liked Bubble Bobble, you're probably gonna like that. So if you like that, I would highly recommend you pick it up because it's a really fun game and it's good co-op fun too. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell button. And thank you, Patreon supporters, for supporting the channel. You guys know it means the world to me that you do. And your names are scrolling across the screen right now. And if you want to support me on Patreon, it's only $1 a month. Really helps the channel a lot. You don't have to if you don't want to. It's just an option for you guys. But I've been getting so much support lately from you guys, and I really do appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate all the support I've been getting lately from my recent uploads. So thank you guys so much for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If you do, I'll be doing more of them like this. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And go check out all those games I mentioned because they're gonna be pretty good.